Vermont is experiencing coastal flooding due to rising sea levels. Areas along the shorelines of Lake Champlain and Lake Memphremagog are particularly susceptible to flooding. Inland flooding is also a major concern for those living in Vermont. Heavy rains and snowmelt can overwhelm creeks and rivers, leading to severe flooding on the banks. Flooding is a major concern in the city of Burlington due to its proximity to Lake Champlain. Flooding from the lake greatly affects the downtown area. Inland flooding is a problem in the northeastern corner of the state. The Winooski River often overflows its banks due to heavy rains and snow melt. The White River often overflows in the spring, causing significant flooding in the towns of Royalton and Bethel. The Mad River is also prone to flooding due to a combination of snowmelt and heavy rains. This river runs through the towns of Moortown and Waitsfield. The Connecticut River, which borders Vermont and New Hampshire, can cause serious flooding anytime there is heavy rain or snow melt. Smaller creeks and streams such as Gifford Brook, Sucker Brook, and Lewis Creek often overflow during times of high water, causing flooding in nearby towns. Vermont also experiences flash flooding during thunderstorms. This can be very dangerous as floodwaters can quickly rise and cause significant property damage. Flooding has caused billions of dollars in damage in the state over the past few decades. Government officials in Vermont are taking steps to mitigate the effects of future flooding by implementing stricter building codes and investing in flood-resistant infrastructure. These efforts are aimed at minimizing the potential damage from flooding and improving public safety. Residents of Vermont are urged to take the necessary precautions to protect their homes from potential flooding. Property owners should pay close attention to the warning systems set up by the National Weather Service and local government agencies. Knowing the flood risks in your area is essential to deciding where to build or buy property. Many communities in Vermont offer flood insurance to residents. This can provide much-needed financial protection for those affected by flooding. Vermont's Department of Environmental Conservation also provides useful information about flooding risks in different areas. It is important to remember that flooding can occur even in areas not directly adjacent to rivers or lakes. Proper land use planning is essential to ensure that development does not increase the risk of flooding. It is also important to remember that flooding can happen anywhere in the state, no matter the location or topography. Residents of Vermont should make sure they are prepared for flooding by creating an emergency plan and stocking necessary supplies in case of an evacuation. Creating flood barriers and other home improvements can help to reduce the effects of flooding. When flooding does occur, sandbags are often used to protect homes from the rising water. It is important to remember that even if a home is not in an area prone to flooding, the roads leading to it may be. Flooding is a serious issue in Vermont, and there are steps that can be taken to protect homeowners and property owners from the worst of it.